is unfortunately going to be the one that has to run after the right matchup, which is the disadvantage.
Okay, so Shad's going into the middle lane actually to lane up against GPK so far. That's gonna be an interesting showing.
Yeah, the question is now if GPK wants to take that, just because it probably means that the side lanes are locked in, and if you get Kunkka versus Lycan and Monkey King versus Timbersaw, you might just say that going even on mid lane is good enough for you. So both teams now, I need to switch my visions around here because this scouting is everything now. You can see the Timber staying in the trees. Monkey King's running around in the extra speed form just because he needs to go to the lanes. And did they see him on top? I think that ward on top spotted the Monkey King. Suchlo now hiding in the trees as well.
Yeah, they knew that the Monkey King was top lane. That they did see. But yeah, did they see him place the ward? Monkey King. I think Monkey King might have seen him place walk up there, but I don't know if they checked for his ward, for instance. It's gonna be, yeah, so far GPK sticking with that middle lane. Toby not really sure what lane he wants to go in.
The battle begins.
And he's gonna head towards the bottom lane where he'd be facing up against Dream.
The Vikings got the correct swap.
Yeah, and
this means most likely that we're going to see GPK and actually, would GPK have to switch with Suchlo? This is rough now for Gambit. Really like how Viking played this one out.
Our blade is swifter.
This is a game of very interesting chess.
And
who
since
can make the right move?
Is a chess player, I favor Viking in these kinds of exchanges.
Yeah, Shachlo, he's just gonna run out of top lane because he knows he can't win that lane. And they're gonna send GPK towards the top, Shachlo towards the middle lane. Aramis is actually gonna try and interrupt that rotation as much as he can. Yeah, he's gonna just spam. Wow, it's the one spam versus the other. Shadow Poison versus Sticky Napalm. And now they put Dream into the middle lane. They're gonna send Shachlo all the way to the bottom lane, and they're gonna send GPK towards the top lane.
Yes. I think this is the easiest switch for them in the sense that it has the lowest downtime on any of the heroes being in lane, except for Shachlo, who is like, he's the offlaner, he'll just have to deal.
And now Shad's gonna head over towards the top lane.
Yeah, but now they'll have to do the same on Viking, which means that it is Boom who'd have to move all the way to bot. And that's not what you want to do right there.
Then, okay, Boom switching out, and now he's heading towards the middle lane, I guess, to deal with Dream. I mean, Monkey King is annoying, but it's not... He can handle himself if he just gets some reactive armor stacks.
Yeah, those might be the kind of lanes that Gambit would accept, though. No? They're not.
Yeah, I think this is... They still get the advantage in 2 of their lanes. Toby's wolves are gonna get killed off by Shachlo the entire time.
They're not taking it. Wow. GPK is also mid again.
They really want to actually win all 3 of their lanes. I mean, 2 of the 3 I would say is good enough.
Yeah, that would be good enough normally.
Okay, well, Aramis versus Excess Vampire, easy farm. This is... Well, they are higher level there, higher level than 1. So, that's a plus.
Dream's up to the top now. He's gonna get a lot of good hits off on Aramis here. Unless, yeah, he's gonna have to...
Cookie stun. Aramis is gonna run the opposite direction, actually. Shotgun blasted. Boundless strike comes in. Aramis... Does he get away? He's gonna go for a long run. Shotgun's almost ready.
Probably happy to chase after him.
Well, he's got brown boots, so he's a lot faster than Excess Vampire, and he's just gonna run it off.
Dream's fine with that. He got a lot of good hits in on the Timbersaw now.
In the meantime, Shad actually has most creep kills. And, well, Excess Vampire is, you know, at the core list. Aramis almost gets killed off there by X's Vampire, but that's also a plus side of the Timbersaw versus Snapfire lane. It's the Snapfire is a strength hero, so that Whirling Death does a lot of damage to Snappy.
Oh yeah, it really hurts. That said though, if he's busy bothering the Snapfire, he is not bothering the Monkey King.
Yeah, but he can't, you know, he can't really bother the Monkey King that much. Jingle Mastery is a pain. Every single time you get to 2/3 stacks, you have to walk back.
It is, and it looks like Gambit's going to get to keep these lanes now. So they do have Monkey versus Timber. They're saying, alright, fine, you know what, you can have the even lane on the mid. With the Bad Rider versus the Juggernaut, and then the benefit of the Kunkka with his splash versus the Lycan and all of his extra creeps.
Oh, top lane, Dream taking a decent amount of damage. I think that Timber Chain actually whiffed. Dream has 3 Shadow Poison debuff stacks, but he needs to have all 5 of them. Even if he had all 5 of them, he still wouldn't have died.
And he gets to dodge it with the Mischief as well.
That's one of the most strange mechanics ever. If you have an Oracle Monkey King in your game, where you can dodge the damage that you take from False Promise, which is like, what? It's the most weird mechanic I've encountered. I was like, that seems a little bit broken.
I think Mischief in general is broken. You get straight up a dodge for free. So you don't have to skill it or anything. It's just something that your hero does naturally.
Yeah, it's I mean, Monkey King has always been a little bit of a special case.
Dire's
Courier Snipe, easy for Toby. Celery is starting to harass a little bit more with those enchant creeps. Is actually gonna TP top to deal with Dream, it seems. Does he have a decent creep here? No, not really. But they are gonna go for Dream, and they have the slow available. They have a lot of damage. They want to get first blood in. Impetus, he's gonna go for the TP towards the tier 1 tower. Healing salves available for Snapfire, but it's not even necessary. They won't get the kill secured, and they're gonna swap Aramis towards the bottom lane now. Without any mana though. But it is the Shadow Demon is a very good hero against both the Kunkka and the Treant, because he can scout the Treant in the trees, and he can make sure that the X-Mark Ghost Ship Torrent combo doesn't work with the disruption.
Ooh, that was not the play, Celery. He wanted to get some impetus hits off on X's Vampire, but in doing so ended up under the tower without any creeps incoming, because Boom was tanking those, and he gets quickly blown up.
Well, that's a little bit of a rip for him. Though Boom wants to go for X's Vampire here in return. Whirling Death gets the kill secured. Has level 3 reactive armor, so he's not going to die to Dream, even if he hits him like crazy.
Yeah, but Dream's not going to die to him either. And oh, GPK is coming in. That's, yeah, time to Timber Chain that, mate.
Top tower is under attack.
It's more of a slow. I'm honestly
No
not sure.
flame
Is
break.
GPK just going to dive the tower here?
Celery is here. He's gonna go for Dream, but the tower targets GPK instead, and that was actually a pretty painful. I mean, he doesn't have a point in flame break, which is kind of surprising, because a value point just to push someone towards you almost always gets picked up on the Bat Rider.
It does, and the total damage over time, especially on targets with a lot of napalm on them, is actually really nice as well. So I'm surprised to see him end up on this top lane without really any kill power. I guess it's just a lane swap though. GPK is staying.
And Toby is in the jungle now. Aramis taking over the bottom lane. They will get the lasso onto Boom finally and secure the kill. Shad is looking for the Omni Slash onto GPK. Needs that vision. Celery is just gonna try and chase him down. If he gets the ensnare, that should be a kill onto GPK. Doesn't have a TP scroll for. Oh, he just walked right into Shad. Omni and spin, and well, not even spin needed. He's just gonna die from the straight up Omni, and that's a very worthwhile kill. Let's swap over to the net with Shad top net with GPK second. The Shad's level 8 right now, and the Juggernaut's going for the Diffusal Blade first item, which, I mean, good damage. Mana Drain is always nice.
Yeah, it's a build that allows you to start fighting very early.
Bottom lane, Lycan, Metamorphosis, Shapeshift, sorry, not Meta. Ghost Ship comes through, is going to connect onto Aramis. Will they get killed? The Torrent comes afterwards. He's really trying to kill off Shatchlo, but Shatchlo has that living armor level 2 on him, so he is pretty damn tanky with the 2 braces as well. 1400 health. Probably should have gone for FNG there.
Both of them are very hard targets, especially because both of them have the boat buff on them as well. You can't really kill anyone there, and it's one of the few cases where the fact that even if the Lycan ult lasts 22 seconds now, the boat buffs have got a pretty solid duration too.
Aramis going for Shatchlo again. X mark Torrent. And there's the slow from FNG's very annoying Nature's Grasp, which is near impossible to run out of. He's trying to get that centaur stomp in. Toby, does he get it? It doesn't matter at this point.
Anymore. He could have.
In the meantime, however, Shad did take out the tier 1 tower top lane, and he's already 2 blades of alacrity into his diffusal blade. So that's actually a very big threat that they have. They're going to go for the outpost pickup. Both outposts on the side of Vikings G. 10-minute outposts is not that much value. Oh, he's going to spin in time.
Nice anticipation play there. If he doesn't spin, he loses the outpost.
And also Celery with the scouting Satyr Tormentor so that they knew that it would be coming in. Heads up move.
Nice. Gotcha. So yeah, that's not even a tower trade for the safe lane now, and that's gonna make Gambit feel a little bit pressured here. Although I gotta say, the fact that Sashlo has been having such a good lane up against the Lycan does mean that they don't really need to put any other cores in the bot lane just to get the tower down. They're actually forcing the Lycan to move.
Another shapeshift. This time he's gonna go for FNG. However, Dream is also here. Center Stomp comes out. Toby doesn't wanna. Oh my god, those crits. FNG, will he get away? The Lycan army is gonna turn their attention to Dream for a second. They're gonna just straight up dip and probably lose the bottom tier 1. Celery just TP'd in, but their entire lineup is in that bottom lane to get the tier 1 tower down. So,
yes. Which
5-man
is
rotation
because it
worthwhile.
means that they give too much space to Boom on the mid lane here, and the Lycan just uses ult to run mid. This is GPK has to hurry, and I don't think he's actually in time to save this tower. I think that's a misplay from Gambit, honestly.
Gonna try and kill off the creeps, it seems, but Boom goes back in. Axis Vampire. The Timbersaw does a lot of damage. There's no tree there, buddy. He's gonna get lassoed. Taken for a little run, takes a lot of magic damage, doesn't have magic armor yet. Overgrowth gets pump faked by FNG, he's not going to get thrown out. Chad's going to spin onto FNG, now the overgrowth comes through. They do still have that Omni Slash available, and they're running a little bit low on the Gambit side, so they got to be careful. Wukong Shaman comes out. Toby tried to fight, but he doesn't have his shapeshift, so without shapeshift, Lycan's kind of weak. Well, it's really weak. Pretty much like a Terrorblade.
Oh, Omni Slash.
Onto Shatchlo, who's dropping low. There's going to be the spin. Shatchlo finally dies, but he is way too tanky. He's also almost done with the Crimson Guard on top of it. Which is good against the Lycan and the Ench.
That Crimson Guard is really going to enable Gambit to just straight up fight this Lycan lineup. And I honestly think that Gambit got away pretty well there. The kill from Dream over on the side was really what they needed, and he's going to have his I totally forgot the name of the item.
Wait, who? Oh, sorry.
Dream.
Yeah, Dream's gonna Jingle Mastery, but get bursted down in time by Aramis. And
that's the delay on that Echo Saber that I said he nearly had.
Okay, the Echo Saber.
I wanted to say he nearly had.
Okay, yeah, no, got it. And on the other side, we're gonna see Boom with well, he already has the Hood of Defiance. He's gonna go for that pipe, of course, so that his team doesn't immediately get taken out by the magic damage, which is heavy on the side of Gambit.
Absolutely dead on top lane. Well, is he getting
It's a
out?
Timbersaw with Hood of Defiance. He doesn't die to anything.
I mean, it's GPK not spending the lasso there that confuses me. If you commit this many resources, then surely you'd want to go in.
I don't even know if with the lasso they'd still have the kill though. Like, he's got 1945. That's a lot of health.
It is a lot of health. I would be counting on the sticky napalm to do a lot of work, but yeah, in that case they should have probably calculated a bit better before going in there, because that was a big commitment. They used the Mortimer's Kisses as well. If the Lycan would feel like pushing right now, he totally could, but instead I think he's just going for the second level of the Necronomicon. He's not in a hurry.
Yeah, they know that the timing is not exactly right now once he has Necrobook level 3. He actually, you know what he does go? He does go for a third item Aghanim Scepter every once in a while, and then you have a Juggernaut chasing after you with Shapeshift, which is always really scary.
Oh, that is terrifying. Juggernaut is one of the scariest ones for sure. I've seen some Elder Titan running action. That is also... Oh,
yeah, that sounds super
a
deadly.
wolf with a briefcase? No, but really. And they're currently just leaving Sachlo up on top to defend this, and I just want to point this out again. I hope he doesn't get caught by Aramis. He might know. The way that Vikings squeeze out the map has been really good in both of these games. Like, they're clearly very comfortable with how to play a tempo lineup, how to take control. And once again, Gambit are kind of confined to this one corner of their map, and they really need to put in a lot of effort to get out of there.
Throwing everything on Celery, but he doesn't. That Dreamer's gonna get stunned up.
Really?
Tries to Wukong's command out of the trees, and he just gets annihilated there. They're gonna rush right into the Roche pit and get themselves an Aegis, because there's no Monkey King, so no Wukong's command. Perfect timing.
Very painful for Gambit. They're going to have to contest, actually. This is very rough if they don't, but they don't have a boat. At least Mortimer's Kisses does a ton of damage. Look at that.
But the healing word in the Roche pit healed them for almost everything. Omni Slash onto the Bat Rider, immediately dead. That's a dead GPK. They're gonna go for FNG, Timber Chain up the high ground.
As well.
And Treant to boot, and they can just continue finishing off Roche. Actually, on the side, Aramis is pushing Shacklo further away. Get out away from the Roche pit. This is our Roche. This is Vikings' game to win.
For sure. They have once again established complete control, especially the couple of D-wards that happened in the top jungle now. There is... If you want to quickly switch over to the dire view, look at how little they can see right now. They can't see shit.
Yeah,
so,
they counter-warded literally everything.
So literally, the fact that Sachlo showed on top and the enemy moved towards him is the only reason that Dream can show on this bot lane at all. Otherwise, he would have to be hiding in the trees. They have to take big risks just to get their farm up right now. And I am still looking at GPK and waiting for him
Radiant's
to
bottom tower is under attack.
start actually threatening these enemy heroes, because so far they haven't really had any reason to be afraid of him.
Yeah, I mean, the Bat Rider is also not a hero that becomes... Like, he's got his 2 items. This is probably about the strongest timing that he's going to have as a Bat Rider. He doesn't become much stronger after this. The items that he goes afterwards are more supportive build items. And that's where the Monkey King has to come in. But the Monkey King, he's got the Echo first. Next item is going to be the Deso. He's going to have still no health whatsoever. He's, as you can see, the Lycan gets on top of him for a split second, gets that Centaur Stomp in, and melts.
Yep, monkey sandwich. So, what I'm looking for is good ults from Sachlo. He's got 2 very fragile cores. He's the tanky one. He's nearly got that Crimson Guard. Now, we've been saying that for a while, that he's nearly had the Crimson, but it's... Viking has been putting so much pressure on this guy.
They've had a couple of hard fights.
They have. So... if you can get the ghost ship out and Viking is already committed, that's where you get to play. And GPK?
Gotta catch Aramis. Yeah, that turn rate reduction, he can't get the disruption off in time.
But there's a Lycan running in from the side.
Axis Vampire. Oh, the clumsy, not the clumsy net, but just the root. He dead. Are they gonna catch more? FNG, Boom is gonna cut down all the trees, spots out FNG, and that's a dead little treant. It's also nice that
teleport out on
Radiant's
the
top
course.
tower is
that
under
the
attack.
Enchantress can enchant off that very annoying armor.
Offensive purges are great, and they have 2 of them on the side of Viking right now. It's ridiculous. So yeah, GPK just spends his next Firefly on this bottom creep wave. Right now it's all about just keeping the waves out, because anytime you let a wave get close to your tower, your tower is dead. You gotta do something about it before all of these creeps are under your tower, and I think they are too late in the case of the top lane. So I expect to see Gambit just back off and not fight it at all. Or go for the 5-man rotation if they feel like they can take a fight and it's not about saving the tower. And they are moving in. They had some vision of Shad in the enemy jungle actually, so they might think this is a go time.
Celery is again gonna be the target. They really dislike Celery.
Well, a hop, skip, and a jump.
Oh! GPK just cuts the tree where Dream was jumping onto.
Whoops. There's some anti-synergy right there.
Oh, that was... luckily enough, Viking GG were too far away, because that should have been under vision of the outpost. Lasso drag. Shad, however, with the Omni Slash.
Oh, hug each other. Hug
Ex's
each other,
Vampire.
boys.
There's going to be the spin. Ghost Ship's not going to connect, and luckily enough, it was only Ex's Vampire that lost his life.
Crash.
Okay.
Sorry. Go.
Quick lag spike or something.
I don't know who crashed, but they have an amazing PC if they started up Dota again without reconnecting.
I was also thinking, that's not a crash. That doesn't seem like a crash.
Dire's middle
They're
tower
liars.
is under attack.
Oh, GPK, that's not where you want to be. Are you tanky enough to survive this? No, you're not.
Oh, wait, I missed that one. Sorry. Whoopsie daisy. I thought that they'd all be hiding in their base right now, because Shad is walking up the high ground together with Toby. And then knocking at that tier 3 tower. They do not have a ghost ship available, and Shaklow's cleave is not really that much damage. Dream on the side, they know that he's there. They cut the tree. Oh my god, Dream gets absolutely annihilated there. It was, I mean, you could see that one happening from a mile away.
It's like standing in the path of an oncoming bus.
Yeah, that's luckily enough they don't have the side lanes pushed out. The tier 1 bottom, tier 2 bottom, and the tier 2 top still standing there. But that was really disastrous. Dream should have known that Timbersaw would they'd spot that. I mean, you can see that jump happening.
Yes, and in terms of like, we haven't seen a single good Wukong's command from him yet. I think we've seen just the one which got the kill on the Lycan in the river fight previously, but that was it. And yeah, GPK cut the creep wave on bot already, but there's no backdoor regen on tier 1 towers. So Viking does not give a single hoot.
They did lose the Aegis there over time, but Juggernaut's now done with the bash. He's going for the Abyssal Blade next. I'm really hoping that we're going to see that beautiful Aghanim Scepter soon. I love the Swift Slash, I think it's called.
It is. I saw a petition by Shiver to make it be called Quick Slash instead, because that, you know,
exactly.
you can say it a lot better.
That's the only reason why I know it's called Swift Slash, because Shiver complained about it.
That's how you learn.
Yes.
Well, ask Shiver to complain about a couple of more things. It'll be top level in no time.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Oh yeah, this is looking like, again, Viking GG. They're complete control over the map, pushing out all the waves right now, smoking, seeing if anyone walks in their own jungle for a split second. I really do love this ward though from Gambit. This is a ward that very little people actually place, because it never really gets counter-warded. It's
Which
just
one?
the one in the top jungle.
Ah, over there.
Like so many. Oh, Lycan. Ulti comes out. GPK in the middle lane. He's gonna get. Does he get the lasso? He does get the lasso onto Shad, but there's a disruption save coming out. He does have the Omni Slash available. Do they have control? Shad? No, the healing is enough on the side of Viking GG, but Shad, he's in trouble. He's still stuck in the Wukong's command. Will he? Will he? He's on the run.
Oh my god.
He actually escapes, and they're not going to lose a single soul. Shachlo is the last one. Does he get the whip? If he goes for the whip onto the creep, he could have gotten the kill there. Ooh, that could have been a random whip to save the
And
game.
that's the GG.
The GG
They
call.
spent everything on Chad. He lives, and Gambit's just like, you know what? These guys, too crazy for us. They keep running at us. We're done with